Hey, LinkedIn, Fred Stacy, Cloud Call Center Search and Outsource Consultants. Hey, back again with another video. Still working on the question that originally came in. What AI technologies are we missing and what should we be looking at in this contact center space? I think I've spoken about the foundational pieces you should think about. I've talked about bots. I've talked about some of the newer technology that are my clients and I'm excited about, things like removing background noise with AI. Leveraging AI and machine learning and voice analytics, and then, kind of a future view of creating a very customized customer experience based upon all their data from things like IoT and web interactions, etc. I wanted to end this one up. I haven't talked much about RPA, how AI is being leveraged in analytics modeling. There's a ton of things out there. I think what I wanted to get out to the market to you guys was, there are a significant amount of companies out there that do a variation of different types of processes to implement AI technology. One of the biggest reasons why AI projects have failed over the last few years is the lack of resources. Secondarily, it was unrealistic expectations. The resources in particular, you have to understand every technology company provider out there approaches this differently. Some are full service from project design, development, all the way through implementation and post-implementation to manage your intents and help manage your AI technology, make changes for you. Some companies will do that as a full service. It's going to cost you, but they're going to do it. And some companies need it. If you don't have the internal resources to be able to handle that, then you're going to need a partner like that. There's the in between, where they'll do the implementation, do the integrations, help you build out the first few intents, and then through supervised learning and different tools that they provide you, you'll be able to continue to build ongoing. And then there's the full service platforms where, not full service, but self-service platforms where you can build the full, project internally with your own team. If you've got the data scientists, the developers, maybe that's the best way. Bottom line is, it doesn't matter, who you are, there's different companies out there that do things that'll be a better fit for your organization and your intents and your staff and your goals. And really quick before I go on, I want to talk about one of the foundational pieces. I didn't really touch on this in the first video on the foundations that you need to think about, but I'm going to be talking a lot about this, and I have spoken over the last few months about this. I really have come to realize that our jobs as executives and CX or customer service leaders is to really remove friction from every interaction. I don't know if you've happened to read, The Effortless Experience by Matt Dixon, Nick Tillman, Rick DeLisi, and CEB. I've got a copy here, I got from Matt. The reality of our world is, we're moving fast. People expect responses quickly. They don't want to put any more effort into a product or being a customer of yours. And by removing individual points of friction, consistently and constantly doing this, whether they're little or big, you're going to consistently improve the experience. And this goes for agent experience, partners, technology vendors, doesn't matter. When part of our job, I think, as executives in the modern world is we have to figure out how to remove friction from interactions throughout our entire organization. And that includes, while you're buying AI and while you're looking at deployments, you really got to be asking yourself, are you adding friction in order to get a response, or are you removing it? So with that being said, I really appreciate your guys' time. I know you all have busy schedules. Please like, share, but most importantly, comment down below. The comments, I'll still take questions, via email, text, phone calls, whatever. But really the comments help people interact. And we've had some great interactions on these so far, so please keep it up. And with that being said, get back to work.